Indeed, good morning, Yasmin. Big jam face. I will fully admit that I've stole Big Jam Face from Ira and her Big Ira Face, but hey, that's how this thing rolls sometimes. Trying today something a little bit different without my usual lights. I'm going to use some natural lights from outside. Thankfully, it's a sunny day. Although, at any point, if a cloud comes in, my lighting situation is going to get broken. It is 3 years, Yasmin. Has it been 3 years? It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Folks, Yasmin has been here with this channel for 3 years. It is impossible. Yasmin has been here pretty much from the very beginning. And so Yasmin's support is amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in Ira. Thank you for supporting us all this time. 3 whole years. Drat. How was it 3 years? I mean, I suppose in some ways it indeed has been 3 years because, God, just look at all of this. Give me just a second to jump back where I wanted to be. I've completed a ton of games. I've played a ton of games otherwise. There have been a lot of hours played. Dr. Budbud, I am indeed Australian. Well, right now I'm not sure. I'm Eastern, whatever that might be. No, I just like to toy with my cameras. It's just a little thing that I do here and there. Yeah, it's just an idea for my camera. Ooh, unfortunately, without my light, the green screen is messing up with my hair just a little bit. But hey, that's just small details. Small details. It's just a little bit of fun that I do. I quite enjoy having those cameras. So, this is how I look in a small form. Hi, I'm way down here. I'm tiny. I haven't had the time to grab any of the mods that I wanted for the playthrough, and so we're just gonna play with whatever we had. But it is Mondays, and Mondays I usually do a stream called Long Jams, long form games that you can just play forever and ever and ever. And today I am playing City Skylines. There has been a city that has been started ages ago and continues to grow, continues to blossom. And I hope I can make it blossom just a little bit more. I'm glad you've enjoyed your time with the jam. The jam time. Yeah, City Skylines, I've said that a million times and I say it again. It's a wonderful, wonderful game. I am glad to... I'm even looking at it sort of thinking, I feel like I have an itch. I have an itch for some city building. And indeed I had, and this game has allowed me to itch that itch very hard. I just can spend hours in this game. Today I'm gonna be a little bit, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna be a little bit more gentler on my voice, since I need to use that voice in the evening. For those of you who haven't heard, I will be in the capacity of a host for a week-long tournament called Rocket Baguette Summer Grand Prix. This is a Rocket League tournament with a prize pool of $40,000, and I'm really excited to get started. And first of all, it's a big tournament with some of the best European teams, and second of all, I love being a host. I've already had the privilege a couple of times, and it is always a blast. In a way, this is almost in ways better than being a caster, although I do love casting as well. I do not have Sunset Harbor. Alas, that's the only one I do not have. I do have the Green Cities. I have every single DLC with the exception of the last one, which is the Sunset Harbor. And I might not have some of the cosmetic ones, which is not that important. I mean, people seem to enjoy me in the role of a host, I suppose. Otherwise, they wouldn't ask me to do it again. And other folks are suggesting me as a host, so that is grand. All right, but as it stands, let's go out of the world where everything is cozy and beautiful, and let's jump into the world where there are traffic jams. All right, so I'm gonna pop out this music. Poshwood. I'm actually going to see, did I kill the music? Because I almost don't hear the music. No, the music is still here, just really quiet. Right, so welcome to Jamville. Welcome to the beautiful city of Jamville. Track 2. Oh god, it's so big. The city is so big now, it doesn't fit in one picture. But yeah, of course, here we have our old, whoops, ski daisy, our old part of the city. This is the initial one. You could see that I've been very much in favor of grids back then. This is our first industrial area that since has slightly decreased in size. And this is our beautiful farm fields, and what has been done here. Last time, I've managed to, well, if not fully fix, then at the very least adjust this area just enough to make it work. Okay, so what's happening here? There's definitely a fire engine going through here, so, oh, that's not a fire engine, that's a police car. That's responding to call in Bedford residents. I'm not sure why a police car over here in a traffic jam is responding to call over here, but... And yeah, Poshwoods, indeed, Ira? Yasmin. Poshwoods. This is my rich people area. They have their little road over here, some cul-de-sacs here and there. I think I've set it up to be like... what were the policies? Well, they can all smoke weed, that's for sure. High-tech housing, indeed. No heavy traffic. Basically, area for rich people. And yeah, the field area, every single time all this area is filled in, that every single bit of industry planning and zoning here is used, traffic increases manyfold. But it's not too bad just yet. So I think that's survivable, let's just say that. And it works well. Otherwise, before this was created, everyone here just went through this little gap. I remember when this was absolutely plopped up. Like you wouldn't believe it. Right, so was this somewhat fixed? Well, you shouldn't be stopping. Okay, you should be stopping, but only... I feel like some of these cars are still stopping without me. Like, for example, there was... Yep, they just stopped over there. I think there's still a little bit of problem. You would not believe it. Puns. I think there's a little bit of a problem. I don't think I've anarchied this. Maybe I have. I think the problem is they still consider people crossing on top as being in front of them. Okay, let me actually do a thing. And I'm pretty sure I've installed that thing. Installed that a mod, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. Up, and now all of a sudden, the problem isn't that they stop exiting here. The problem is that this is now backed up. Yeah, I think this was a thing that I was going to fix this time. And I think the idea is... I got some... Oh, I think I know why I got some pings. Give me just a second. I've joined a new Discord server and I haven't adjusted notification settings. Thanks, but I only need mentions from that server. So yeah, as it stands, this intersection needs a timed... it needs a timed traffic lights, set of traffic lights. Also, I can't remember why we put it like this. Are we really relieving the traffic from here? Because everything else around here is 2-lane, 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 2-lane. This one is full 3 lanes. And I'm assuming I might even done this. No, I haven't. Okay. But yeah, this traffic needs to move. Traffic from this area needs to really get their chance to move through here. And we might once again want to have a dedicated straight lane. Or what we can do is we can separate them into left, right, and everything. How did you find me, Bud? We're just browsing for Skyline streams. Oh boy, it's getting horrible. It's getting worse. Oh no. So again, it's ebbs and flows. Look at that. Just a moment ago, this was completely plugged up. But the problem is, the moment this is plugged up, this gets plugged up something fierce. They still keep stopping. Nobody's crossing down below, but they still keep stopping. I'm afraid I'll have to do a little bit of action over here. They're still stopping. There's absolutely no reason for them to stop. Okay, I'm gonna raise it even further. Oh, what if... What if I need to actually send it... Maybe that's a problem. It being that I shouldn't send the people across here, but I need to send people to the center and then they can choose a direction. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that and see if that works. Again, from the top, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's only when you go down the bottom, when people are forced to climb this 70-degree angle bridge. Because otherwise, this traffic, I feel like this traffic is being stopped by pedestrians who aren't really in their way. But then again, pedestrian bridges should be a vanilla thing. It's not a modded thing, I'm pretty sure. In some sideways shortcuts lighten the traffic. I might have to. Well, really, like half of the stream is usually spent fixing up the traffic, while also building some other areas. Thankfully, the traffic is, what we usually do at the start, 78%. Honestly, that is great. That is the number you want to see. It could be even better, but we're good. For example, this, part of the lacking percent is the traffic over here. But let's say it's just like heavily flowing. And it's, although we see the absolute, like, look at this carnage. Look at this carnage over here. It is a traffic manager for sure. That's why I have installed the traffic manager mod. And now I'm managing all that traffic. It's, at some point you have to use it. But I have been implementing public transport. There's still a whole bit of to be done in the city, because at some point I just abandoned public transport altogether. It's running, don't get me wrong, but as it stands... Okay, so for example, this area has bus routes and everything. We have buses coming through here to offload people into the industry area. There's a loop over here in this part of the city. There's, I think, it's not exactly a loop, but a lot of stuff just comes through here. Bus route over here, bus route over here. Ooh, it's a weird one. Let me tell you that. Wait, why is it like that? Oh dear me. Did I make it like that? No, I haven't. Oh, geez, it's broken again. But yeah, but as it stands, this part of the city only gets serviced by the metro, which is, in a way, a big problem. But as it stands, honestly, I don't think this part of the city is struggling for that. I don't really see an issue here with the traffic. We have highway access. There was a part over here, since this whole massive was serviced by only this tiny road over here. The plugging up over here was horrible. But other than that, it is looking nice. Even, again, the areas that are red are not necessarily... Okay, let me actually adjust it here. What was it? Control... It's not high priority. Let's do it like that. We don't need traffic lights. Although now I think the pedestrians are going to be in the way. Yeah, everything over here is looking nice, but I would say that at some point I still need to think about some public transport. At the very least, it makes people happy when there are public transport options. Here's our zoo. Water has once again gone out of this hole. I'm not sure what I need to do to fix this. Thankfully, you only need to water once to place this sea life enclosure. So right now, all the sea life enclosure is living in this little bit over here, this little puddle. Let's jump back in. And again, look at that. It has, I'd say, freed up. There's gonna be action over here, but not too much. Quickly checking, has this fixed the problem? No, they're still stopping, and I'm pretty sure they're stopping when there's a person. Oh, now they're just driving over persons, so... Yeah. See, now, no problems. Although they do wait pretty significant amount for... Oh, you know what? You know what? I do remember a thing that I indeed also saw in Biffa's video, and that was set up stuff from here. I think I can spare some CPU power, although my FPS is slowly tanking down. Let's put the simulation accuracy to high and see how that works. Watch our game crash and everything. Fine, expect mod config, blah 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 blah. Oopsie, sorry. Let's give us some German signs. Holy University, civil respawning, enable advancing vehicle AI and put it somewhere to here. I think again, according to BIFA. Realistic parking. Nope, not like that. And thanks for following, Dr. Budbud. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the voice and everything. Ooh, oh god, there's many more options. There's many more options over here. I'm not gonna go through them. All that's okay. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, those are very interesting options. Pedestrians shall not cross the roads approaching the roundabout. This is cool. That's very interesting. So I am from Latvia. Today my accent is flowing all over the place. Usually folks just cannot tell where I'm from based on my accent. It's English. But English where? That's a really hard, tough choice. But Latvia through and through. Alright, so if we just jump back from the question of traffic that has just came and went. The idea I think today is going to be expanding the new seaside resort town. We've started doing that already. We have a big transport hub over here. We have a residential area built up over here with some new buildings. There's a lot of, as you can see, a lot of free estate around here. We can build whatever. There's also a little adventure park, or rather amusement park. Yep, and right now it's just waiting for more people to come here. Other than that, I think by now I've completed all the milestones, and as such, the plan right now is to, well, get a couple more, I suppose. I think the idea was to maybe try and unlock one of these monuments, because monuments are sort of cheaty. Like, this gives you all the energy you need. One of them gives you all the water I think you need, or all the healing you might need. I think I wanted the space elevator, because we already have Chirpix launch site. I wanted the space elevator. It gives a huge influx of tourists, so I need a grand mall, a stadium, and an opera house, which, if I'm not mistaken, I can do all of them. At very least, I can do 2 of them, so grand mall. Do you have a really distinct accent? Okay, Grand Mall is already available. You know what? This could be something. This could be something that could be plopped in the resort town as well. This will boost the number of people coming to the resort town even more. But what can you do? Or I can place it somewhere around here. So what do we have here? I had a department store and a cinema. Also, this area needs redoing. I'm thinking of maybe pulling this road a little bit to here, so we can fit a bit more buildings here and there. Or maybe I can even turn this guy around. Oh, slope too steep. Well, la-dee-da. German. All right. I love the music, though. The music is absolutely great in this game. And what I also quite enjoy is that it invokes those feelings of 1950s, 1960s American movies about the industry is a booming. Watch as the cars go on the roads and deliver the things where they need to be delivered. Let's look into the life of one truck. Something like that. So here's a problem. This is not traffic light. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Okay. So herein lies the problem. Like, all of these roads are important. Let's kill this once again. Let's maybe have a little bit of panic around here. Right now there seems to be a big bunch of traffic coming from here that is not being not comparable to everyone gonna say, because this is the main artery through the lumber yards. Those are the sort of side roads which also collect all those tiny roads. And this, of course, is the entrance. Alright, yeah. Again, as Biffa would say, chances are you have 2 intersections way too close to each other. But one small... Unfortunately, now that I've done that, all of that influx of vehicles is going to go up top. Oh boy, there's also an issue here. Oh dear me. Oh, this is, dare I say, problematic. I think we have, yeah, we have a dedicated right turn in case they want to turn. But I think every single one of them wants to return back, right? You want to go back, 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 back. Okie dokes. Well, that needs to be fixed as well. I suppose that needs to be fixed as well. Otherwise, I think there's going to be a huge traffic jam over here, and you might get some interruptions in our cargo deliveries. So what are the options? I can make a separate, like even a tunnel maybe? Going underneath and then rejoining this place somewhere, but where is the question? I can make him come through here, I suppose. This could be a solid option. What if I indeed do that? I don't think parking actually affects it that much. Do you know something that I don't know? Potentially? Because I don't think parking slows down anyone. It's still 2 lanes. Hey, Ben. And good news. Heatherland, we still haven't renamed it. Heatherland has leveled up to level 3, so swinging boat, house of horse, and bumper cars. I think that's exactly where we're going to go. We're going to start expanding. As you can see, whoops, there's a lot of space around here. I haven't really zoned it out that much. I think it's a good time for me to do just that. How do you do, Ben? Are you ready for today? Are you excited beyond belief? Are we gonna absolutely kill it? I have to figure out where I want to set it up. Do it like that, I suppose. Alrighty, so. Swinging boat. I'm still placing everything very close to each other. The House of Horrors. Ooh, this definitely needs to be over here somewhere. And finally, bumper cars. Let's put the bumper cars up here. Alrighty, Hairland. You have all your entertainment that you need. Now it needs 2,500 folks to get here. But I'm hoping that with extra attractions, people are gonna flock into here. This still needs a little bit of improvement, a little bit of maybe painting over. What if I? Want pines? You know what? Pines sounds good. Pines are okay, although, are they huge? Come back. They are huge. As I've learned, they're very huge indeed. So let me just... How about we just then remove those trees? I was gonna remove some other stuff, but okay. This is a little bit an overkill in tree department. Oh, nope. I'm okay with having a couple of them. They're just... Honestly, they're also looking slightly ugly-ish. Okay, nah, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. I'm gonna replace them with some smaller ones. I mean, oaks are nice. I like the idea of those flower trees. Sugar maples also look nice. Yeah, let's actually fill it in like this, just for a moment being. Okay, honestly, doesn't look as great. But you know what? If we pepper a couple of these in the middle, it actually looks somewhat solid. Though at some point I might just say, okay, that's enough. That's enough trees. That's enough trees. I mean, we won't kill it. We'll kill it in a good sense, as you know. I think we have all the necessary things and attractions. There's an amusement park, cafe, souvenir shop. There's also a toilet there somewhere. There's a restroom. I can plop some more over here on this end. This can work pretty fine. How about some more roads? So you see why this is so addictive, and also why this can you can just do this forever, and ever and ever and ever, and never stop. Space is not already occupied. What are you on about? Need to be just moved just a scooch back, just a scooch, just a smidge. And for the purposes of this, I'm gonna straighten you out just a little bit. But then you do a thing that I wanted you to do. Oh, no. Beautiful. Look at these geometric shapes. Aren't they abused? Absolutely horrible. Interesting though, look at that. So there's a general entrance over here, and there's a smaller entrance over here. And the people need to come through and pay for the entrance fee. But here, I now have a connection to the outside world. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. Are they going to get it for free? Also, there is an alligator mascot entertaining visitors outside of the park. Doing cartwheels and everything. That is great. Never seen it. Never seen it before. I wonder if there's actually people like that in the zoo as well. This would be grand. Right, traffic is a-moving. Traffic is a-booming around here. Let's switch that. Righty. Looking swell. Looking good. Back to our area. I like to work with my areas from a specific angle. The one I'm sort of used to. And so I will be constantly rotating the camera. Oh yeah, quickly jump here. You can see just how popular the zoo is. Obviously, the zoo has all the animals in it. It has everything you need. And yeah, there's a chirper mascot. Oh, adorable. There's the little chirper in the park. Also entertaining visitors. That is grand. But where was I before I got interrupted? Excuse me. Excuse me. This plane makes such a weird mosquito-like noise. I just had to listen to it. But yeah, where was I before I decided to plant some buildings? I think I was here, right? Trying to figure out a here area. This is now okay. Grand. You only need to lift some restrictions, actually. Not put restrictions in, but lift some restrictions. That actually has genuinely helped. But yeah, this is a mess. So, again, what I'm seeing is, since all of them want to return back into this area, do I... I'm going to have two separate areas, one for joining the highway, one for coming off the highway, because right now, everything's interconnected. Another potential trick is I can just magically... oh, speaking of which, there's once again time to launch yet another rocket. If anyone wants to have the rocket named after them, feel free to use the channel points for that, and you'd be able to give that rocket a name. Just a little bit unevenness of the terrain. Bam, fixed. Oh, now it's ugly on the other side. Can never win. Can never win. But will this fix anything? So, still, if these folks are gonna come back into the whole ecosystem on the road that only goes up there, that's not gonna help. They're gonna be interrupted by all the folks going over there. If they're gonna be joining in on the road that only goes down, we're gonna have the same issue we're currently having. So no, that's not an option. We need to somehow make sure they do not have to cross two lines. Or two lanes. Or two directions, and then rejoin everything else. Again, over here, I doubt it. Although at the very least we can try. Is there a two-lane system over here? Actually, is a one-lane system. Is it? It must be one way, right? Yeah, it is one way. Okay, so let's try it out. It's gonna be only one way. Because there's no way people are gonna be... It can close pretty much be one lane as well, but let's see about that. If I plop it here, okay. No slope too steep. No slope too steep, especially with an anarchy mod. Like this, and then I'm gonna curve it. So I think like this. How about that? This also needs to have all the restrictions removed. Pedestrians can cross. I can choose the lanes, I think. I don't need any signs, really. Okay, I think they all sort of chosen their way, how they're going, so I don't need anything. So yeah, lane that goes there, lane... Let's just have one dedicated lane for going... Oh, there might be a problem with that, I suppose. Okay, but these, I think those are the new folks now coming through here. Fantastic. We then quickly put this... Oh, no, not this, but... there. Oh dear, is there a problem? Oh, I also seem to have... Excuse me. I also seems to have picked a very slow road, which is maybe not that big of a problem. Interesting, majority are still going over there. Weird. Hey, Danny boy. Morning to you. How do you do? Already asked Ben about this, but are you excited? Are you ready to do this? I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Just getting some streaming duties out of the way. So let me once again. So, felt like... No, just looking like that they slow down. Just trying to stay calm. It's fine. You've done this a million times already. There's nothing to be worried about. Boy, this is still not working as much as I would. Hoped it would. I think there's a note for changing somewhere in the middle, so that's okay. They're all insisting. Everyone seems to be insisting. Hey, let's go. Let's go through there. Okay, there can change over there, I suppose. Still not as efficient as I wanted it to be, for sure. I can plop a traffic light over there, although I don't think that's gonna solve my issue. And this is definitely a main road, so oof. Now we see all of them are turning. Yeah. This is interesting. People are still coming through here, that's not a problem. But in the game that Jam is playing, there are traffic jams. Of course there are. Can't have a Jam game without traffic jams. This definitely could be better. This definitely could be better. The question is how. Right now they all almost... There's so much traffic going through that they are pretty much stuck. Flat out stuck. And they all want to go there, yeah. What I will do... I think I'm gonna do a thing after all. Let's try it out how this goes. If I do offload all of my traffic over there... How does this work? Actually, ooh, yeah, okay. Only go here, only go here. This is going to be only for those who go on the highway. Ooh, what are you? Oh, I've put a post officer here. Yeah, one of my biggest mistakes. Because this generates extra traffic. We already had an issue over here. Where post sorting... Okay, bus... Actually, no, give me a second. Post office actually is tiny. Actually, post office is not that crazy. It's that this... It's the post sorting facility, which generates a ton of cars. A ton of traffic was giving us issues. Speaking of which, this is now has freed up. Fantastic. Oh no, all the puns. All the puns. All right, an ability for us to put out the traffic from 2 lanes is actually going to help us as well. And this should be doing all right. Wait, where are you? Oh, because you're over there. Okay, yeah. Ore mining truck? I beg your pardon? Why is there an ore mining truck? There's also... Wait a minute. Ore mining truck is owned by the recycling center? That makes absolutely no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, but the good news, look at that. This has freed up significantly. And again, I do believe they should have at least one ability to change their lanes around here. Yep. as they go out over here, bonk, there's a node. Over here they can select where they want to go. Over there or over there. I don't think I even need to set up anything. I think they're smart enough to get us down this. As if by magic, I wave my magical wand and look at that. There's no traffic here. Obviously, game could have despawned a bunch of it, but I don't think that's the case. Traffic is now over here. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, traffic's now over here. Jeez Louise. Wow, this is... We just managed to shift the problem slightly to a different direction. Everything's red. This has now plugged up yet again. Oh, dear me. And I'm not sure... Oh, boy, this has plugged out. Oh, that is... Okay, this has not necessarily plugged up, but I was looking red just for a moment. I don't think I have any mods installed that affect the sort of the ebb and flow of the traffic, that all of a sudden there's more of it, like day and night. Because there's a like realistic living mod or something like that, which is exactly that, and I think realistic time mod as well, which is basically people go to work in the mornings or to school in the mornings, and then they come back in the evening, and so there are obviously morning traffic jams and evening traffic jams. Nothing like it's set up. I even turned off the nights because nights, as beautiful as they are, they last for such a long time, and you can't see a single thing when it's night outside. And during that time, I was actively trying to build things, and it was not looking nice. Let's quickly check our needs. Healthcare availability, fantastic. Cemeteries are almost full, but we have a lot of crematoriums. Children are healthy. Elders are healthy as well. Do we have any elder care over here? I'm pretty sure we're going to need it at some point. Oh, actually, we're going to need both. Childcare and elder care. So let's do that. I'm pretty sure there are no like second type buildings for this. Gonna want to use this. Okay. There's a little bit of road over there. We can plop it there. Plus, I can connect all of these somehow. I'm thinking maybe like do a little arc over here for a road. That could be a way to do that. And what I still enjoy doing muchly and greatly is putting elder care and child care right next to each other. Oh, really? Oh, there isn't enough road for you? Butts. Butts, I tell you. B-U-T-T. Butts. You're curved already, right? It's okay. That tree can go. Bum, 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 bum. Nope, not on ground. Bam. No, I like the look of that. I'm not sure how everything else is going to connect to it, but that's a different problem. Not my problem, folks. Absolutely not my problem. Oh, darn, it still sort of curves over there. It's a little bit iffy. If you pardon me for saying, but that is looking iffy. Darn, no, there's the angle is too much. The angle is definitely too much. I can move it over here. That's not a problem. My angle is still too much, and when the angle isn't too much, it's still having issues. Okay, interesting. People did not say that they were happy about this. We have a crematorium. Interesting, left placed in the middle of the city there somewhere. Saunas, medical helicopter depots, sports hall and gymnasiums, community pools, yoga gardens are just general healthcare facilities. So I don't think I need them. I do like the idea of cryopreservatory, where you can freeze your body until a solution is found for whatever illness you have, or maybe by the time the aging is reversed somehow. A man can only dream. Or a woman as well. Elder care users in the city? Really? 95 people? That cannot be right. That's too few elders. Obviously, we had our death waves and everything, but that's still way too few people. Okay, so knowing that we have a department store over there in the big city, I'd say a giant mall needs to be placed around here somewhere. I'm almost even thinking in the middle. It's almost like a central attraction to this area. I think that's gonna be fine. Let's not hit the bus stop awkwardly. So let's say I actually don't want it angled. Just give me a second. Then I think You know what? No, I think I most specifically want it slightly differently. I want it. Let me actually just place it and. Was it P? No. Was it M? It wasn't. T. Nope. God, there was a button for this. Nope. I'll have to look it up. It was in Building Anarchy, and it was in K and L. Okay. This allows us to place this without the need of a road immediately. But then I can add the road a little bit later. I want it to be like a centerpiece around here. Obviously it doesn't have a road, but we're going to build one immediately. So just going to... Really? Not... Not how I want it. It's like, oh, darn. Now my grand plans are sort of coming undone. I don't like the way this looks anymore. Back here, maybe? Yeah, I think that'll do. Could you just not snap? So people are trying to reach that area. So what happens? Right, interesting. It keeps on snapping, and I don't want it to snap. Specifically, just want to lay out like over here. It gives me a right angle if I go to here, but over here it sort of breaks that right angle for whatever reason. And road is then askew. The building might also be askew, which is a thing. How about this then? And the plan was basically, yeah, it's all slightly at an angle. Oh, and my perfectionist is gonna scream. My perfectionist is just gonna have an aneurysm. But look at that. This is looking lovely. Again, a little bit of detailing around, and it's gonna look super fancy. All right, so that's a grand mall. Do you need a stadium? Oh, an opera house and a stadium. I'm pretty sure both of them are available. Opera house has been available like for ages. There it is. Intelligence agency, no, opera specifically. And the stadium also, they're two gigantic kind of things. Ooh. Oh, American Football Stadium, Track and Field Stadium, and a stadium. And also this, safety barrier. Huh. That's pretty cool. Has a little prop. I could swear we already had one of these. What did I place here? Because there was an area around here. Oh, it's an expo center. Gotcha, it's an expo center. And also, ooh, this is a little bit iffy. We had a potential problem over here, and unfortunately this problem in the end has... I've made a little street over here, so I can plop a park in the middle because, or not even a park, a statue. And since every single building, even the statues like that, need road access, I just built a little road around it. The problem is the trash is not being brought out, so it is not working the way I wanted it to work, alas. So what I'll do is I'll connect it with the road. It seems like otherwise the trash is just not going to come out. I don't think there is a single connection I can make through here either, right? I think it's not possible. Like I'll have to demolish so many buildings. Here it's going to become a little bit easier, so... just a simple, not even like, not plain street, maybe not, like two-lane alley. Might go fine. So, no slope too steep. Okay, I'll need to raise the bridge, but that's the least of my troubles, really. Oh, this could be a problem, though. I'm telling you, no slope is too steep. Okay, maybe it is, just a little bit. The problem with anarchy over here is that... Well, there is a problem, like that, for example. No, this all needs to, like, go straight down. Oh boy, the game is struggling. The game is visibly struggling. Do I have something else? Ooh, this is weird. I've never seen it struggle so much. Like, my FPS is tanking right now. Maybe something about, like, having too many things selected at the same time, so it really does not know what to do. Yeah, let me sort of delete this little area over here. Ah, darn it. Now there is a mountain in the way. Okay, now it actually can build it without any anarchy kind of stuff-ish. Oh, fantastic. Okay, that should work. And I wanted to rejoin here as well. I think if we also trick it just a little bit, if we lower this, for example. Ooh, it really does not, for whatever reason specifically here, it does not like me moving those roads around whatsoever. Okay, I know why you're screaming the slope is too steep, because you're making the slope too steep. That's your problem. You're making the slope too steep yourself. It's not me, it's you. Let's try it again. Managed to do this once over there. Okay, what is the space already occupied that you're screaming about? No, now it's slope too steep, of course it is. Alright, let's do some landscaping. I haven't really learned the landscaping tools just yet. Yeah, let's undo this, please. Holy moly. I've added this mod for just brush sizes for painting terrain and all that kind of jazz. And it's a lovely piece. Like, it's very useful. And yet there are some very specific problems with it. Okay, let's lower this. Actually, people can go underneath, no problem. I'm pretty sure. But when it comes with that mod and the ability to... the ability to move terrain around, then it just goes absolutely wild. Alright, had to try a couple of times. And why is it just so infinitesimally out of... I mean, now I'm sort of making it very straight, and as such it is too pretty. But before that, it was ever so slightly slanted, and oh, it was a mess. Okey-dokes. All right, so there's a little connection. We can even think about something over here. There's, by the way, this little bush over here that just sits in the road, because of course it does. Of course it does. All right. Pingity ping ping pings. Nothing that's currently important. And right, well, I think at the least in the smallest of oh boy, in the smallest of ways, this has been a successful start for today. There's still many things that are slightly off. This is once again, since again the area is blooming, there's a lot of transport. This is absolutely awful. This little dirt road is housing so much traffic. It is crazy. I never thought the traffic is going to go so bad in this area. So I potentially can offload a little bit of this traffic if I just do a similar kind of interchange, but let's say over here. So I don't have to send all the traffic up there. Thanks for reminding me that I have some beautiful, beautiful cold water right next to me. I was getting a little bit sore-throated. Alright, so, oops, no, not move, not move, not move. Panic, panic, panic. Let's go with, oh, Rocket Man, no, it's a horrible name for that. Anyone wishes to come up with a name for the rocket? So we can launch it, and then the tourists will flock, and everything is going to be so fancy-dancy. People will just rush to Janville to see a rocket. What are we doing here? Visitors, tourists, fantastic. Knowing that this has a festival area over here, this can be made into a stadium and, what was the other thing that we need to build? I don't need to, but stadium and opera house. Stadium and an opera house right next to each other. Football hooligans first watch a football match, and then they go and watch some opera. I think I need to spread those. Thinking... Let me quickly double check. What do we have here? What kind of entertainment buildings do we have here? We have a science center, we have high interest tower, we have the transport tower. Oh, that is boring. I love this little back area over here. It's lovely. Although one of the cars just went through a building, so. But the way they're zoned, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person who just gets so excited about seeing these things line up like that. I don't know. Melon Yusk? Okay, sure. Oh, sorry, I pressed. Okay, we'll know it's Melon Yusk. I forgot to rename it. It's also a cool view from here. Don't tell me it's not showing it to me because... Was the mission a border or something? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, there's... Oh, actually, melon... There it goes. I'm not sure exactly who or what we're sending. And why. I don't think it ever returns back either. It's not one of them reusable ones. You just start building a new one. And then, unfortunately, bam, that's it. I love just following it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else. But look at that. Oh, look at that. So the Tripix crawler goes back into the big hangar. And then they start building the rocket from scratch. Well, ain't that fun. Actually, I wonder how people get to here. I'm assuming for all the tourists that want to see the launch in action, I'm assuming they either all take cars here or they take a bus and then walk through them here somewhere. Oh boy, well, what a beautiful, beautiful city. There's actually a whole area over here that still needs to be used. I think those mountains over here, this little ridge area, I don't think there's any chance in hell I'll be able to place anything. Although, having said that, there's a little patch of land over here. A little patch of land that might indeed house something like... The only problem is, I suppose there's just too much entertainment in this area already. Yeah, and this area does not get the entertainment it deserves. So yeah, if I place another entertainment building over there, it's just going to be a waste of entertainment. Also, ooh, interestingly enough, ooh, there's a lot of stuff over here, a lot of places over here that are just not entertained. I don't even need to ask, are you not entertained? They are not entertained. They showed like that. The reason for that, of course, being that I've been very closely planting everything around here. Sometimes there isn't even a spot for the building to be inside here. Can you not? Or can you... Oh, right, it is. It's oriented slightly differently, yep. I see where the problem lies. Okay, I think it can be placed. It's hard to tell, but since it turns green, it can be placed. Unfortunately, to place it, I need to demolish like 1 million of buildings. But as it stands, I think I need to do it. People are crying for entertainment. Just screaming, jam! We need some entertainment. I'm happy to give them some entertainment. But unfortunately, I'll have to demolish stuff. Oh, right, and again, plans. This whole area now can be somewhat reclaimed for a little bit of like beach property, perhaps. I can raise the land just a tad, because previously, it's still, you can see that there are remains of the dirty water flowing through here. But as it stands previously, this was all poop. This was all poop. Right, I'm going to take a short break. When I come back, more action over here in the world of City Skylines in the beautiful city of Janville. We're going to continue building up stuff. We're going to, I think by the end of today, we're going to plop that Hadron Collider, or a space elevator. Might as well place it over in the Sunset Hills in our little city over there. And a huge influx of tourists is exactly what we need. Alright, folks, enjoy the music. And enjoy the soundtracks to the original City Skylines game, Cities in Motion, and I'll see you in a few. some swell music again from Cities in Motion, the original City Skylines game. Really, just I'm finding so much music from these video games. It is great. Anyway, let's jump back in. The city awaits. I need to find. I don't think there's a plugin for Spotify to really sort of gently fade out the music, because I'd love to have that one. But welcome back to Jamel. Got myself a little bit of a snack over here. Gonna eat my lunch in between. But yeah, let's see what we can do. So the plan is to build one of them space elevators. For that, we need to find a place to build a stadium and to build an opera house. So how about, knowing that like this whole beach area can even have its own. I think stadium is a better thing for here, and then opera can indeed be somewhere in the old city. Although the opera in game, the in-game opera is so futuristic looking. Obviously, I'm only judging operas mostly on my own hometown in Riga, where it's like an old building, like I think built in 1920s, let's say. Obviously, there's stuff like the City Opera House, which is as futuristic as it gets, looking absolutely fabulous. But I'm still thinking like opera in the old side of the city, old part of the town, and the stadium in the new part of the town. Now, opera is a little bit noisy. Ooh, actually, yeah, therein lies a problem. Opera is noisy. Not just inside the building, outside the building as well. And so wherever I place this, people are going to complain about noise. So where I need to place it is somewhere near... Firstly, I don't have these sandwiches. I don't have these barriers that I started making later on. Commercial was initially plopped just wherever. So it doesn't work. I cannot... I think the best place, I think, is going to be around here somewhere for an opera house. I would have to evict some people, but sorry. Just how life is sometimes. I don't feel good about this. So... Actually, ooh, you know what? It isn't such a big area. Still, I think this should be the place. The only problem is, yep. It lacks like one... Oh, no, it can be placed, actually. It can be straight up placed. Unfortunately, it can only be placed sort of like... Where's the middle of this? So it is... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just jumped. Yeah, darn, there is in the middle. There's 3 and a 4. Okay. Oh, alrighty. All of this, I think, you know what? All of this, I don't think you're going to be happy living right next to an opera house. I'm sorry to say. I'm acting in your best interest, but I'm pretty sure you won't be happy living next to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some commercial. Alrighty. It's going to get built up, so that's okay. But bam! And I'm assuming this part of the city now is not going to complain about... Skirmish is still complaining about the lack of entertainment, just a little bit, this area specifically. Weird. They should have a park at the very least, but park is leisure. Park is not entertainment, and therein lies a big difference. There's a bunch of other stuff we can now place. City Hall. You know what? City Hall could be a nice spot for the middle of the city. But where do I place it? Does it have entertainment value? Oh, it does. So here, we have the central hub over here with the high school, I think, elementary school, or I think it's public library, high school, a university over here, and then a train station. There's also a big transport hub as well. So having a... I think having a city... whatchamacallit? City hall around here also going to be a good idea. No, so I'm going to plop it over here. This works, and this actually can have residential around it. Although I think I'd prefer maybe high density residential. It's not someone's house. Is that just someone's just flat out only one family lives here? One household. Low density residential building, one household? Well, I suppose it's tiny. But it looks like a miniature version of a skyscraper. Alright. Oh, and those are tiny residential buildings are trying to pop over here. Alright, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Statue of somebody on a horse. In our city, they're not gonna topple anyone. Hey there, MC2. It is one small big home, indeed. It's pretty cute. There are other ones. Even this one. Ah, I think that's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. And also this one, the forest residence. It's weird. Oh, this one has a little area right next to it. These don't. These don't have a backyard even. Pearl residence is housing for households. There's a whole mod that is actually adjusting the amount of people that fit in one building. I think, and adjusts it to the higher level. It's like, isn't it stupid that a big building is only housing one person? Wait a minute, did I? No, it's an actual straight up. It generated a commercial building, a chirp cinema. Oh, that is lovely. That's great. But yeah, here's our university, here's our high school, here's our public library. So all of the education and a little bit of entertainment, I suppose, is all in one spot. Plus a big transport hub, because there's like 3 bus routes, blue one, yellow one, and red one, that all intertwine around here. As you can see, there is a lot of pedestrian traffic. There's also a metro station, which then sends people either over there or over here. And so it works pretty well indeed. Also, there's trash in university. But what can I do about that? Right, so we've placed our opera house over here. How we doing? 9 people has visited last week. It's all empty looking. Thinking, Pashwood can still be expanded for sure. I just don't really need it. Right, we have demand for commercials. So how about we return here to our seaside resort town, find a place for that stadium, which I think I've already found is going to be here somewhere. Potentially here, although, could be interesting. Actually, let's see. If we're just going straight up stadium. These folks around there are entertained, so honestly, I wonder if there's a point in plopping it somewhere. First of all, it's incredibly noisy, as you can tell. This faint orange outline, it's how noisy it is. And everyone in that radius is going to complain about the noise. We don't want that. But then again, the actual entertainment radius for this thing is only somewhat bigger. So it's going to be hard to balance it out. I can still build a stadium in a forest, I suppose, and then like over here somewhere. And then gently fit. It's a silly idea. And then if I place it over here somewhere, it's still be placed here, I suppose, somewhere. Like, straight opposite the train station. You know what? Why not? Stadium next to the landfill. So everyone can throw away their t-shirts and like jerseys of players they no longer like because they have just missed a penalty kick or something. Do we even have a landfill over here? Right, I do not have landfills. I might have like one, but I have switched over to the recycling centers. Actually, quickly check. Have I left at least one? No, I doubt it. I doubt it. There's no reason why I should have left it. This one maybe from a distance looks like a landfill, or one of these looks like a landfill. But definitely no landfills around here. So I like the idea of placing it around here. Let me once again try something like this. Again, something like this could be nice. And this again needs decorating. We're gonna get to that at some point. I just didn't want to spend all my time decorating it. Yeah, unfortunately with this mode, it is a little bit iffy how this gets placed. If you want to hit all of them people over there, I need to build it immediately against this. Outside, yeah. Blammo! And then this can be expanded with something else. For example, again, commercial. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start expanding the commercial around here. Okay, will this work? Honestly, I'm willing to try. If I just plop a lot of high density commercial in these spots. I think they're trying to build it up. They're most certainly trying to build it up. And how about then a bunch of offices around here? Around the big whatchamacallit. The big whatchamacallit. Unfortunately, some of the roads are sort of intersecting with each other, and I think I can sort of do a small adjustment, but I doubt it's going to be possible. I want these these zones to be looking into this road rather than the other way around. But as you can see, there's a ton of demand, and so they are immediately springing up. And build some fancy stuff. We have our like a shoreline line here of smaller shops, of little cafes, stuff like, yeah, basically this is all cafes. Actually, let me double check, because this has all been sort of specifically zoned. And right, yeah, stuff over here I think is gonna, once again, yeah, is gonna be hotels for tourists. But this is gonna be corporations, yeah. Actually, I'm interested whether the offices, how do offices look in the leisure zone? Is that even a thing? If I once again double check it, and for example, if I try and put a couple of offices, well, there's still demand. A couple of offices over here. How does that look? There's going to be anything. Financial news. All right, so I don't think there's anything specific about it then. All right, satisfy a little bit of demand. Folks moving in. I love this little arc. I'm not sure how what I'm gonna do about it. I'm gonna work with it. Thinking maybe something of the sorts. Oh boy. Oh boy. It needs to be like just a little bit further out. But as a result, this kills this kills a bunch of these roads. I think this definitely needs to. What do you mean space is already occupied? By what? What is it occupied by? You silly goose. You silly goose of a game. Sometimes I'm baffled. Sometimes there's just too much silly goosing. And we will not stand for all this silly goosing. What I will do though, I think I'm gonna upgrade this road to a smaller one. There's a node over there. Okay, so I think this is gonna be nice. So like this. Oh, I think you just connected. Just for a second you connected. Ah, you want to demolish. Insatiable. Just demolish all the things. No, even with anarchy? Really? Okay. I'm doing this with anarchy. Why are you trying to destroy stuff? Again, anarchy is a fantastic mod that allows me to easily do a little bit. Oh boy, sorry. Do away with some of the limitations of the game. So let me pause, because right now, if I'm not pausing, it might lead to some unfortunate events and desires. Oh boy. Okay. It's looking okay. This, for example, leads to a situation like this, where there's a road intersecting with road. No, gotta keep forgetting. Switch. Bam. But this allows for a much more precise building. Okay, fantastic. And also, this asks for a little bit of drawing over here. Wait, what's in the middle over there? Why are you refusing me to paint some stuff around here? Oh god, what was here? Did I demolish something important? Oh, everyone just... Why is everyone leaving? Come back! Some of these areas just refuse to get painted. That's weird. I don't think if there was anything there. I don't think there was. I think I have all my medicals down here. The school, Creative Arts, Community School, and the Modern Technology Institute, which I'm assuming is university. Yeah. It's over there. So what's the deal over here? Why? Oh boy. Well, this is certainly an issue. It's a weird road like that. Okay, let me remove that. Unfortunately, I was hoping I can avoid demolishing the actual buildings. Oh, so there's a gap because there is indeed a gap. Yeah, I think the anarchy has messed up a couple of things. Oh, yeah, for example, stuff like that. Wait, why is it still so glitchy? Okay, fantastic. That's good. They uncovered some spots, but not the others. I don't know. Well, there's gonna be some, like, free areas, I suppose. Here, there, and everywhere. Still, it's weird. If anyone sees some sort of a road not fitting well, let me know, because I think that might be glitching out some of this. Making these big gaps. This just means that some of these buildings will not be able to get built, because there's just a gap. Yeah, but we're bringing folks back. Over here, the life is a bloomin'. Law firms, Trident Accounting's business planning companies, or the law firm. Just I like the idea of just the law firm. All right. You need some water. Oh god, every single time. You're all good. Folks are visiting you. Folks are visiting you. Oh yeah, well, this also means that the big space elevator is now should be available somewhere. So is it, I think, under here? Concerts, stores and leisure. Is it on the very start? No, that's a hypermarket. It's a weird thing to place, honestly, but hey. Tiny zoo, we don't need that anymore. Might be interested in placing a media broadcast building. It also has an entertainment value. Ooh, you know what? Maybe that's interesting. Increases the advertisement campaign, but most importantly, look at the area of effect of it. I can place it somewhere and just cover a huge area. I think you can even hear. How will that sound if I plop it? Well, not as good, I suppose. If I plop it somewhere, I feel like this can just kill so many birds with just so few stones. Again, this hole is so filled up that it's so hard for me to place anything there. But something like this. What are you? Police station. Who needs you? Well, all these folks really need you, I suppose. There must be a better place for you if I move you. Nothing needs to be demolished. If I move you... No. There's a whole gap over there, but I can't exactly fill it in. Give me a quick check. So, yeah, you could benefit from maybe being a little bit lower over here. Although I think everything is roughly covered by you anyway. No gaps over there. There are no free spaces in this city, that's for sure. No free spaces. Just like that place, because I think it's gonna make the situation down below where there isn't a police station. Yeah, even worse. It needs to be here somewhere. I cannot fit in this little tiny window. This little gap. Which is a shame, but that's how it rolls. That's how it rolls. Perfect spot is gonna be here somewhere. But I hate to demolish these buildings. Okay, if I just place it like this. Oh, then the top is sort of uncovered. It needs to be in the middle. When it's in the middle, it makes everyone so much happier. Darn, no, like the bottom is immediately gives up. Snap, crackle, and pop. Snap, crackle, and pop. Nope, can't fit it. I don't think I can. You know what? I can anarchy it into existence, I suppose. If I place it over here. No. Sorry, folks. No, that's not it. That's not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work. Anarchy over there doesn't work either. It just intersects with too much theoretically, in real life, you can definitely have buildings very close to each other. That's just not supposed to be a problem. Also have a dog park and a statue of shopping. Why do I have a statue of shopping here? But it's a popular attraction, what can I say? I can do though, if I just, you know what, if I just gently, don't snap anything. And actually pause because that's gonna glitch out everything again. If I just gently move you up here. You know what? If you squint, this works. It's not real life, this is a game. No. This is definitely real. Absolutely. This fits. I can imagine a rail station being like this, and then right next to it, there's a hedge, or a fence, I suppose. And there's another building over there. I'm loving it. I'm not loving this. There has been a huge fire, it seems. I want to grab this, so if I plonk it over there, everyone's got just a little bit more happy. Oh, look at that! Just blah, 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 blah. Everyone just all of a sudden is so excited. Well then, I think this was a good move. I'm loving it. I'm just happy. I'm just happy seeing the city get more and more beautiful with each and every try. What we're doing here, cable car is one of our most popular options for public transport, honestly, because this connects this part to that part, and a lot of people want to go to that part. Do we still have the... Yeah, we still do have the bus stops of quantum... whatever, like quantum compression, where there's 1,000 people waiting. They all should be using the metro, and I generally don't know what they're not using the metro. It's most likely going to need like a good session of sitting down and figuring out what's what. But for now, I'll have to leave it be. Because again, fixing that traffic issue is pretty much the issue of... fixing that public transport issue, rather, is pretty much the issue of fixing the traffic, once again. But public transport really takes off the weight of... basically takes off so many cars off the road that fixing the public transport or adjusting, setting up the public transport also helps out with the traffic tremendously. Not going to help for stuff like this, for cargo trucks, for farm tractors and all that kind of jazz. But certainly going to help with everything else. Doing here, remember that area? Nope. Again, clear everything. Statue, well, not statue of shopping, the Grand Mall is operating fancily over here. So, I think it's time. I think it's time for us to indeed go, first of all, check the headerland. Oh, we're getting close. And second of all, place... Oh, there. A monument. Wait a minute, why? Why this monument is triggering... Oh, is it some sort of like a tourist thing? No, not a tourist thing, but a public transport thing? Yeah, wait a minute. Cannot possibly be. So what do you do? People near and far travel to the city to see the space elevator. They travel to the city, but not... Is it actually like a big transport thing? Does it actually spawn tourists coming in from a space elevator? But no, unless the space elevator heads up to space, and there's a way for people to travel around the orbit and go to that space elevator from space, nobody should be coming from it. The only people who should be coming from it is the people who went up, and then they went down. Oh, goodness gracious. Still, I think if I'm going to place it, I'm going to place it around here somewhere. Right next to here, perhaps? Oh, that's going to be such an overkill. Right next to the airport? Like, look at that, you're already outdated. We are... I don't think what's a good spot for it, honestly. It could be just straight up here. Look, marvel at the space elevator. Next to cemetery. MCP2, why are you so insistent? Why? Again, I'll have to find a cemetery by this point. I have at least one for sure. Look actually quickly. So this is a crematorium in a very weird spot over there. So I have one cemetery over here, one cemetery over here. There might be a last one around there somewhere. Oh, there it is. I think that's the final one, and also that is gonna get full pretty soon. Could you explain your reasoning, MCM2, for the need to place this thing next to, well, to landfill next to a cemetery? At times you have strange ideas. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I can't. I just such a silly thought, honestly. Such a silly thought. All right. There it is, the big thingamabob. Then it tries to sort of jump to some sort of point. It tries to hook up to something. Space funeral for a dead. I can see it working. I can see it working. No, like this. Oh boy. This certainly isn't working the way I want it to work. Oh god, what is it about this spot specifically? I think I turn off the anarchy and I just... Yeah, like that. And then to, once again, bring it a little bit in line. I've checked this, and this. Gently adjust it so that it's actually fitting. Not all of you. Just you. And then just a little bit of E. Yeah, that should be fine. We're then gonna connect you. More intersections right next to intersections. My least favorite. What do you mean space is already occupied? By what? Yes, it's a perfectly valid reason to be away. I have my lunch right next to me. And I'm sort of looking at it longingly, thinking, I'm gonna eat it at some point. Oh, I think there might be a little bit of a problem with how I set it up, but okay, it's not a problem. I think what I'm gonna continue this little sort of way of. Oh, now you're having issues. Okay, well, la di da. I'm gonna have people coming around this spot. Going around this spot. For Anarchy, there's one like tiny spot where it does not connect the roads together. Sometimes it messes up things big time. Oh, you need power, you need water, jeez. You're a space elevator. You're the future. Also, what do you mean, space already occupied? I cannot pull a pipe over here because there's... something weird is happening. And yeah, it's doing just that. Alright. Let's let it run just for a bit. I think I'm gonna make me build another one of these roads over here and then build another spot over there. Plus, this actually is pretty good for perhaps... Oh, it does this thing, I completely forgot, yeah. This is a good spot for all the other kinds of stuff. Do you really not have anything connecting you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, beans. Alright, I'm gonna have a little snack, so... And smack my microphone, apparently. I think the walking distance here is just enough for those people who travel on buses to get to that area. No, they are coming from space. All these people in their jeeps and camper vans. Just straight up spawn. I also like this. Where is it? There it is. A lot of people. Oh, that's on a bus stop. For a second it felt like they were all coming to this festival area. Oh boy. Have I clicked on this area at any point? Because I don't remember this. Okay. Ooh, boy, that is expensive. Well, let's see. Let's see how this actually, how much this actually sort of costs us. Because right now it's empty. Oh no, German invasion! It's starting. Well, we do jests, but oh boy. No, sorry, man. Nice plane, but we have a space elevator. We're going to space. Are we having an influx of people? How are we doing around here? This previously had so many people. Oh boy, it's now having so many people again. Unfortunately, my camera is not good enough, but there it is. Look at that. Tons and tons of people now traveling on this line. And unfortunately, excuse me, I think I'm at the maximum. I think I'm at maximum allotted. Oh no, actually, not that many people. It felt like there's a ton of people on the platform. Well, that number now is growing. Oh boy, that's a lot of people. That's even more people. Will this number decrease when people just leave the station? Oh, they're not leaving the station. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Where are you all? Is is that just an influx of tourists? Yasmin, thanks for that generous gift to MCM2. MCM2 can also enjoy all the beautiful things that the subscription to Jar of Jam channel provides. As such, an emote, an ability to talk during subscriber-only streams, which never happened. An ability to, of course, be an esteemed member of the community, and the ability to play on the community Minecraft server. If you're interested in playing on a vanilla quest Minecraft server, just let me know and we can get you sorted. Yeah, there's the emote. Fantastic sunglasses jam. I've already removed that that specific like art from all of the parts of this channel, but the emote still stands. Jesus, look at that! Just for a moment, there was 1 million people, and there all these people then rushed here, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't I look at traffic routes? I wanted specifically to check on. Whoa, I don't want to place anything. I don't want to place anything. I just want to check. There it is. Line details.
Oh, this is really
Passengers,
nice.
passengers, more! Dr. Budbud is now also with a subscription. Well, welcome to the club. It's a nice, cozy club. It's not like a loud club where there's music just pounding. Drunk people are everywhere. There's some very nasty folk just roaming around. It's a very nice, like a book club or a tea club. Yasmin, you're on a roll today. Thanks very much. Wow, and it's already serviced 292 passengers. Yep. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy. Interesting, this shows that it hasn't serviced anyone, but I swear well, at least last week anyway. I swear just for a moment it showed so many people pouring out of here. I don't think there's like a separate way to see how many people went through with a plane. But whatever it is, the city has gotten itself a little bit more of entertainment than all of kind of jazz. Thanks, Jasmine. That's very, very, very kind of you. And I'm glad to hear that you are having such a good time. Right, expanding Ahoy. Once again, there's demand for commercial, demand for industrial, which I'm currently still flat out replacing by office areas. There's this whole like unused area over here. Oh boy, this is getting busy. People want to shop. Look at that. People want to shop. Which is not a surprise, honestly. People getting entertained over there. Traffic is okay. Everything is looking on the up and up. Zoo is doing fantastic. How are we doing for Zoo? Wow. Closing to 100,000 visitors in this zoo. It's very attractive, of course. The price is somewhat low. And it's our like main zoo. We're advertising this as the main zoo. Yeah, there it is. Main stuff. Find our fireworks though. Then there's a fantastic one. Even more fun. You could just have a policy to have even more fun. That's fan. And MCM2, are you also from Germany? I might have asked before, but since you've mentioned the German invasions and everything. This needs people. I'm assuming now with people flocking in, I think we're gonna get those visitors pretty fast. I think it's already looking much more busy. Oh, well, sort of ish. Anyway, our zoo is still like crazy. I've heard many good things about Berlin. Never been to though. Never had a chance. How are we doing over here? If we... Oh, this can still be very much residential. I like the idea of this little arc over here. How are we doing for leisure and entertainment? Because at some point they're going to start complaining, "Bah, we don't have a park." Okay, you have a park right there. So we have absolutely no rights for complaining. I'm assuming leisure and unique buildings. It's still entertainment. It's the same thing. Although, I'm gonna see. I don't think there's a unique building that I can necessarily plop around here. Don't think it's gonna work that way. Let's fill in. Let's keep on growing this little cozy little area. Just like our book club over here. Also making a cozy area around here. I think I've made it, those buildings are self-sufficient. I think that's a policy over here in Sunset Hills. I encourage biking, electric cars. No, didn't I? Oh, maybe... Is it... it's not in the policy. Where is it then? I swear to God, I zoned it specifically in a way. Industrial, commercial, office. This one. Self-sufficient buildings. Oh, it is. It's like marked over here. I don't think I'm seeing it from anywhere here. Oh, there it is. Self-sufficient buildings. Neat. Excuse me. Smacking my microphone again because that's fun to do. Because it's in my way. You know what? I'm going to move it slightly to the side where I'm not going to hit it. Just having a little bit of tiny bit of a stretch. Okay. I'm gonna cover y'all. Honestly, there's nothing that prohibits me from also doing this. Dwindling lark, and bam, this area is gonna be stopped. Sort of, or gonna be not self-sufficient, but sort of finalized. There's no more expansion past this, and honestly, there's no problem with that. There's still plenty of space to exploit, expand over here, and I think that's gonna work just fine. If indeed at some point we want more people around here. Right, so how can we work you around here? There can be another loop. I'm just worried that there's going to be too much traffic in here. Something like this. I love my trees. I do absolutely love my trees around here. Alright, so basic idea, just an area with more commercial buildings, office buildings. Advanced idea. What can we do with more advanced idea? What can we... we can plop another building around here. So what was it with the monuments? What else was looking nice? Again, I don't want any cheaty buildings, and even that space elevator, honestly, in a way, is somewhat cheaty. You're a huge seed fan? Again, I'm assuming it's a Berlin thing. So Eden Project is huge glass house, basically. Giant, yeah, oh boy. It is somewhat. Again, I almost don't have anything prepared for that. A fusion power plant gets rid of all your electricity needs. Nah. Hadron Collider place for science. City with Hadron Collider does not need to worry about education. Again, it's a little bit cheesy. Medical center take care of all the citizens' health needs. They're pretty much covered with whatever I have already. This could be interesting. Doomsday Vault development. Could place it at some point. Ultimate recycling plant. Again, I think it just deals with your stuff needs. This could be interesting. I think this is fun. Castle of the Lord Chirprick could be a fantastic attraction. It is impressive castles with every significant city needs. I agree, it does. And this castle is exactly that. It has global entertainment value, increase the attractions only building by 25. You know, it's still a little bit cheesy and cheaty, but honestly, as a thing, we can go for that. Also, a bunch of these that I haven't yet unlocked. Unfortunately, a couple of these is just iffy. Like Amsterdam. Okay, Amsterdam Palace city service buildings, nothing crazy. Cathedral, I need to have abandoned cities in the city and then maintain that status for a while. I pretty much need to break my city in order for me to get a cathedral. I'd rather get a castle. Build arbors. Government offices, I need to mismanage my garbage. You know, to build an airport, that's easy. Fill cemeteries. So what I can start doing is indeed build a cemetery around here somewhere and start filling it up. I need 3 more to get a theater. Sports arenas could be fun at some point, especially when I'm going to build that campus area. I want to build a university area somewhere for sure. Boat museum, which is just cool. Construct 7 multi-platform train stations. Wild. Absolute wild. Oh, so it's like that. So there's landmarks, then there's tourism and leisure, which is also separate from here. Which is concerts, which I'm currently plopping. Oh, music club. We can actually do a music club. Eventually. And then yeah, level 1. Ah, right. It's the same same thing as in here, unique buildings. Just to go by. Landmarks, yeah, yada yada yada. I haven't really, as you can see, I haven't really unlocked much. Okie dokes. So jump back here. Oops, milestones? No, monuments. So if I want to build the Castle of Lord Chipwick, already have the City Arch, already have the Sea Fortress, Clock Tower, Observation Tower, Old Market Street. Oh, there's an Old Market Street. Statue of Colossus is a little bit over the top. I think you'd agree. The rest, though, I love the idea of Clock Tower and an Old Market Street. Again. Just yesterday we were in Bern, virtually of course, but we played a little bit of map travel, and that old city was looking fantastic. Again, Switzerland, another place I want to visit at some point. Right, so how do we do? So, tower. Clock tower, we need a sightseeing bus depot. Understandable. Transport tower, television station, water tower, fireworks tower, observation tower. Increase the effect radius of all parks and plazas by 10%. Ooh, so some of these are actually very, very helpful indeed. Castle Tower Ruins. Ooh, that's a prop. Okie dokes. That's a fantastic idea then. And I think my stuff just got somehow randomly shuffled around. How did that happen? Clock Tower clock. Oh, Chirpyland. Where do I plop this? Okay, so, this once again can be somewhere in this area. Perhaps away from that, but close to here. Alright, so you are struggling for entertainment around there. This feels weird to put an observational tower in here somewhere. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Observational tower to look over. Nah. And then here there's a ton of whoops, entertainment stuff already. Apparently I wasn't paused. Alright, drop tower right and pendulum right. Let's indeed leave that for a second and go back to Heatherland. Which I think needs, yeah, it needs all those extra buildings. Might actually need something extra. It feels like that those 2 buildings that I've just unlocked, it won't be enough. Bumper cars, we got them. Drop tower ride. So this corner needs a ride. And technically, oh, I don't think. Ooh, boy, that's a big one. That's a big boy, right over there. How do I increase my entertainment value past that? Just plop more of these buildings? Because as it stands, I'm pretty sure I ran out of a variety of buildings. I doubt these somehow raise the entertainment value. Although this bench is looking fancy. No, just single bench, please. I'll have to sort of look inside here and see what's what. So, did it really raise the entertainment value? So 1559. Heathen land. Yeah, it's not Heathen land, for sure. 1559. Okay, 1559. And then if I start plopping stuff like... I doubt it. It's crazy if this actually is going to be helping in any way, shape, or form. Park signs. It's still fun to do that. I have Planet Coaster, and at some point I am excited to be playing a little bit of that as well. Oh my goodness, it is raising. If it's not nothing, if something else isn't, then wow, then that definitely is. Okay. Let's give me. Ooh, wow, children's rides, balloon carts. I am in paradise. So yeah, let's. It's weird to place them sort of ish on the grass. I don't think I can place them anywhere else. That's a little plaza in the center over there. Cards. Coin game. I think this is the right way around. Up. Sideways. We're gonna have some games around here. Plop a cart over there. And I'm out of things to plop. Oh, there's gonna be oh boy, there's gonna be a roller coaster and a Ferris wheel. The problem is, I've been plopping everything so haphazardly that I might not have the spot for. There's still space, and I can move some stuff around. For example, this whole space can be freed up for the upcoming things. But still, to get them, I need to push my entertainment. I'm assuming entertainment is entertainment. I cannot. I don't think I can boost it. Oh, no, actually, animal ethics do that, but that's animal ethics. Fireworks, night tours. I'm going to do even more fun. It needs even more fun, for sure. For sure it needs even more fun. How close does that bring me to? Not much. I'm still a little bit off. I haven't really looked at it, but... oh, there is an entertainment and entertainment value. So let's see what we can do. Obviously, I would guess, like, put the coolest ride, or like coolest whatever somewhere. I think have another carousel, I suppose. There's our first carousel, although it's sort of like a centerpiece, so not sure. We're gonna put another game booth down here, next to here, and I like to placing them together. Just I feel like they looks fancy. Getting there, slowly getting there. Really, that should have been okay. Yeah, there's. It takes a little bit of a while to jump. Do these actually signify... These don't signify a entertainment value, but... ooh, interesting. I can place those, and I can place those... well, not exactly underneath. Space already occupied, that's a problem. I can place a tile. The problem is that tile then covers a variety of other stuff. Ooh, there's gonna be some precise work. No, I'm gonna tire myself. It's an interesting thing. Look at that. There is ability to place these amusement park streetlights, but then all of these roads. I swear to God, they had the streetlights. There it is. Oh no, they actually do not have the streetlights. Oh no, they're there. So It's going to be weird to be just placing those somewhere. So I don't know. Let's see, on those roads that are connecting over here. Place a sign. And place a sign. So people, interesting, people are coming through here. Are they paying the price? Jankaland. Hey. Hey now. I think the best case would be to just plop a couple more of just those things. So another amusement park cafe, for example. Over here looks like a very nice spot. Plaza. No, you know what? Don't think I want a plaza. Restrooms for folks. Yes, there it is. Okay. Now I only need to hit the cap on the visitors and bam, Heatherland, not to be confused with Heatherland, is gonna max out. Alrighty, well, that's another little good thing done. Commercial is still in demand. Right, I wanted to place something here. Let's quickly check. So, to build... Oh boy, now I need to figure out which one's which. This one. Oh, it doesn't say what it wants. Curses. So, the clock tower, which looks old, at least from this little picture, and the old Market Street, they look like they're pretty good fit in the old city, not in this new city. Statue of Colossus can still be placed here, which could be a fantastic thing to look at, but Statue of Colossus, I'm pretty sure that's like... So what do you need? Have a level 5 city park area. Oh, right, so I'm assuming I do need that third option, or maybe even fourth option, because we have, we have a city park, we have an amusement park, we have a zoo, which we also do have, and we have a nature reserve, which I was planning on putting over here. But I don't have a city park. I do have a central park over there, precariously overhanging over this mountain. Just don't go here. That's a very important bit. Those you doing theater over here, just. Oh god, it also focuses on stuff in the background. If you're doing a production in this amphitheater, just careful. I've chosen to build my city on a hill. I could have, I think, at some point just leveled it down, but at that point I've already started building up on it, and it was too late, folks. It was too late. Right. Life is a bustling. This is still happening. Daily, the ships are just crashing into each other. Which is absolutely horrible, but there's nothing we can do. Okay, so again, there's absolutely... I'm going to think about it, but if we're going to do a city park, I'm looking at this area, although again, it's on a hill and it's going to create all kinds of problems. I'm not sure whether the size is also going to be nice. Theoretically, it's a city park. Like, what do you even have here? What are the buildings in the city park? Park plazas, park cafes, park restrooms, that's the usual thing. Park info booths, park chessboards, park pier. Okay, some water again. Oh god, we're gonna need water. Gazebos, climbing frames, and a trampoline park. First of all, that looks amazing, or sounds amazing. Second of all, I think this spot is gonna be too tiny. For all that kind of stuff, this is gonna be too tiny. Although it's a bit of unused land. Second option, what if we build it here? It's gonna cut into potential farming areas, but I think it's gonna be fine indeed. I think folks around here are already sort of unhappy that they're not getting enough entertainment. Yeah, so building a park over here, it might have a weird shape, but who cares? Poshwoods will be happy, but this is a good contender. And the final contender here, no, no space there. Final contender, I'd say, is going to be this, because this area is going to be expanded at some point. So what do you think? Should we try and do a slightly irregular park over here? Or should we make it in the new area over there? These guys don't have much entertainment where they are, but I'm pretty sure this can be easily fixed. Again, there's going to be plenty of other stuff happening here. So I'm surprised the small park isn't covering that area. How small is a small park? No, you should be hitting that area. These guys are just cranky. Alright, folks, I'm gonna, I suppose, finish my dinner quickly. When I come back, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of chill, City Skylines, and then I'm gonna have to leave and start getting prepared for the evening. First day of work for the Rocket Baguette Summer Grand Prix. There's a lot that needs to be done, a lot of preparations. We're gonna look through a variety of stuff. And not gonna be happening on stream, but just so you know what I'll be doing in the evening. So, quick break, see you in 5. Alrighty then. Let's jump back into the world of City Skylines. Let's do one more hour of this, and then, as I said, I need to go and start preparing for the event later on in the day, as I'm going to be taking on the duties of a host in a Rocket League broadcast. So, I think the idea still is to try and figure out how to do things. How to plop all of these ploppable things. Right, we wanted a city park. So, have anyone given it a thought? Where would you want me to place the park? Should it be over here, in this area? And this road can be changed so you can sort of ignore it. This can sort of blossom in that direction. So, is this a good park area, or shall we start building a park over here? Theoretically, this might be, well, there's going to be two big entertainment areas, I suppose, pretty close to one another. So, despite this being a prime real estate spot, and also, of course, being on the slope of a mountain, Jesus, and they just might just compete with each other for people. There's too much entertainment for the citizens living in the city. Just, oh, I don't know where to go. Do we want to go to the park? No, do we want to go to the zoo? I cannot know. Do not know. Head explodes. Here, they're a little bit more, hungry for entertainment, I feel like. Also, it seems to be dying in troves, which is not a good sign. Let's build it. I also would need some weird... Oh boy, yeah. Also, of course, the moment I start fiddling around here, there begins the question of... Oh dear me, how do we deal with... Oh, that's a bird. I'm doing... Ooh, there's a shadow. Is that a person moving through? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a bird. But yeah, if we're gonna start a park over here, the entrance to the park either needs to be from here, which is doable, from here, or from here. And I would hate to strain this piece of road even more. Again, right now it is looking just fine. This doesn't. I'd say that the post-sorting facility pretty much needs its very own area. It needs its very own road, its very own absolutely everything. Because it generates so much traffic. Half of the traffic in this pileup is from the post office. And yeah, it's just... You see what's happening. It's two roads. Two roads ending up in the same spot. What I can potentially do, it might be a good idea. Because yeah, this is a mess. I can remove this road or terminate this road a little bit early so it doesn't hit this intersection. Putting another roundabout around here might somewhat fix it. But then again, I'm going to then demolish all of these buildings. Maybe it's for the better. I really don't like this area anymore. What I can potentially do is just demolish it all, rebuild it again. And we can satisfy the industry demand somehow the other way. Although I've been told previously that you do require just standard vanilla industry. Even if you're using the industry DLC industries, the one that, for example, I have set up here. It's a tiny one, but I've sort of never intended it to grow anywhere further than this. I can expand it down here, I suppose. Oh, we need workers. Ooh, so I just need to actually make more workspaces. You know what? I might be interested in putting them there. Well, there's a weird problem to have. I have 7980 for a moment. Overeducated workers. I have so many smart people in our city that just too many. Just too many folks. But yeah, I'm rather hurt if this Fairview Forest Products kind of thing, it needs somehow to also make this everything into like, at some point at some stage in the whole like producing lineup, whatever you might call it, it does need vanilla industry, which I really hope it didn't, but I'm not sure. There's a whole sheer list with variety of factories, unique factories. Look at that. Stuff like furniture factories, printing presses, warehouses, not that interesting. There's a whole bit of forestry areas as well. Log yards, sawdust storages, small log yards. I'm pretty sure I've put every single one of these already in that little area. Just need more workers. I need a spot with more workers. A sawmill could be one of them spots. I can just place as many of these as possible. And that can also work. Just a bunch of these. I don't even need to expand this. See, here's the thing. I don't have to do anything here. This area doesn't need to be anything, really. This area does need to be something better for sure. I can also do it the other way. I can have these folks over here just go here and join the circle, join the roundabout. Okay, what's this now? In a place when there was never a traffic jam, there's all of a sudden a big pileup. Gee, and they stop. They immediately stop. No pedestrians. But where are you all going? Garbage trucks collecting garbage somewhere. Like, garbage truck going all the way here, but you should have your own dedicated garbage system coming from here. What is it? And you're not even using all your garbage trucks, so how come a garbage truck somewhere from around here is going all the way here in an area that I think I even prohibited to all the garbage trucks from within, or like outside? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, so this road cannot be used by garbage trucks. And this road cannot be used by garbage trucks. Cannot prohibit this bit of a road, I suppose, although. How are they entering? Because this is also prohibited for the garbage trucks. Give me a second. Let's come back here. Let's click on you. What is the path through which you make your way through here? Through here! Which should be prohibited for garbage trucks. Folks, I'm not going mad, right? This road is prohibited for garbage trucks. That's what it is. And yet, a garbage truck, in defiance of all the laws, all the rules that I put to it, just going through here without any need. We have garbage stuff over here. I did turn up these AI smartness. This is not smart. This is absolutely not smart. Also, yeah, you're phasing through one another, which is... All of them are going over there. Why? How? Why? You at the very least are using a different road, which might not be blocked, but I think it should be so. Let's follow you. Over here, there's a... I'm forbidding... Oh, no. It cannot be, no. But let's watch this garbage truck. Right over here, it should hit a no garbage trucks mandate. Do you then just switch around? Nope, he just completely ignores everything. It pretends that it's not a garbage truck. Do I do some other form of limitation? I keep on clicking the wrong thing. No. Public transport. Although the problem is that the tourists don't know how to get here. Public transport and recycling trucks are forbidden and prohibited from this road. I think I need to somehow forbid it from earlier, but it's... Excuse me, I do apologize. Something tells me what I need to do is I need to maybe prohibit the trucks from going over here? Theoretically, every single area has buildings on fire. Park maintenance department building is on fire. Well, that's interesting. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay now. Oh, maybe it isn't. It's still burning over there. Oh no, the trees are burning. Well, fantastic. Every single one of my suburbs, I think you can call them like that, should have its own garbage processing stuff. For example, here, the recycling center. It's, again, not using all of its trucks, so all of this area it should be serviced. Again, I can pop this view. With the exception, I think, of this house for that reason, a couple of these houses over here, because there's a long reach. So, once again, this should be servicing, well, I think it services both the Sunset Hills, Sea Isle, and this part of the area. At least that was the initial idea. This road came later. This is servicing this area, so together they're covering this. This covers lumberyards and should be enough. There's a ton of garbage collection over here in the farming area, and this big pile up services the whole orchard park. So again, every single area should have everything they need. So why on earth are you? See, again, it's I specifically just ask, show me your routes. Okay, you're showing routes like that. You're showing routes like that. Everything right now is self-contained. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, I'm assuming it's not that it's self-contained, it's the fact that what current trucks are on the route. For the most part, they are confined to the farm fields. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Also, this is still incredibly ugly. And this and everything. Oh, boy. A little bit better, but there's still a feeling of artificialness about this whole thing. I think there's a... Yeah, this is just like this little angle over here already makes it look so much better. I'd say that's an improvement, although this still sort of sticks out like a sore thumb. It's another thing that I sometimes do, just all of a sudden I have the urge to fix the look of my highway. It's not important. By no means is this important. There was a building on fire just a moment ago. I'd like to make it look just a little bit better. It's better than it was before. There's still some very rough angles around here. Let's paint it about. This thankfully has been, I've managed to, I think I've learned how to use copy tools, and so this area and this area ended up being much better. Although there's still those jagged areas over here that are ugly, but I don't think I can do anything about them. I can try. I can certainly try. Actually, shall I try? It's as if I don't have enough things to do. Okay, I think it's so weak right now that it's refusing to do anything. Okay, so it is working. Okay, it's gonna leave that bump over there. Yeah, since there's a road right next to here, it refuses to do anything about this this bump. And virtually nothing, like anarchy mod or anything else. Anything is prohibiting me from fixing this. Oh well, I guess we'll have to live with that. Right, so quick reminder, Colossus needed what? Colossus needed City Park, right. Oh, and it's gonna be a long way. It's gonna be a long way until we get that. We're still feeding from there. Heatherland is just looking for visitors. People are bumping and carring. People are carouseling. People are swinging in this massive thing. People are getting haunted. What's this even? Okay, the skull, I understand. Ghosts in the windows. Alright. Okay. I think my answers have been answered. Or questions, rather, have been answered. Alright, so radio. Pip pip and cheerio. You know what? Let's try it out here. That other zone can get something else. I'm gonna make a park. Holy Meadows. That's a good name. This actually can be moved at some point. I'm pretty sure I can expand in that direction as well. This does not need to be connected to any of the areas straight up. I can plop it here, for example. This doesn't generate any traffic, so its location is almost not important. Can move them around. Like this, I think, is now somewhat... Oh, okay, it's connected somewhat eagerly. The bumper cars was a favorite thing as a child. I remember, like, quite often when I was going to an amusement park as a child, I wanted to ride on there. Although, not always it was pleasant an experience. Obviously, if it's just like you and your dad driving and you're trying to bump each other out, that's great. But there's just some people not respecting the fact that there's a child in one of the bumper cars and they're smack into them. That quickly turns to tears. It's a fun thing. No question about that. Bumper cars are a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, so here's our newly minted park. What do we need? Of course, any park needs a main entrance. We can also make it into a small parkade. Road network, free access, main access, tickets to be sold. Same thing, same thing. So I'm thinking, knowing how this goes, ooh, I can make it very tiny indeed. Can be even here, although I want those side gates at some point. I think the best idea to put it here after all. One buildings will have to go, but sorry, that's life. Maybe take it closer to here. I like this corner idea. I can plop multiple ones everywhere. Also, there's a ton of dead people over there. Home of the stuff store. And all the things superstore, of course. What's about the big one? How big is the big one? Okay, the big one is okay-ish. But why space is already occupied? No, okay, so we're gonna bounce these. Sorry. I'm gonna go once again over here. Oh, because it's on an angle, yeah. Bam! All of a sudden, without doing absolutely anything, we can make, we have a now level 1 park. With the side gates, park plazas, info booth, restrooms, and cafes. Radio. Again, trees, trees. If there's one rule about my park, then it's gonna have trees. What do I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have curvy roads. I like the idea of curvy roads. No, not like that though. There's gonna just be one road, and sort of encompassing, encircling, I suppose. This whole area over here. Is there did they put an intersection over there? That really looks like an intersection. I don't know anarchy, so I don't think I'm making anything worse. Oh, that is ugly. I can fix that. Let's plop it here, and then over there. Go through here. Oh, I can even connect it to one of this park as well. Well, I suppose I cannot. It's like too in. What do you mean distance too short? Distance is too long for it, if anything. Oh, it's because it's curved. Yeah, there's a. Might be a problem with that. It's gonna be like a little park over here, and then. Finish up over here. And then a road just disappeared. Alrighty. We need more attractions though in here. This is looking very empty indeed. So what can we do about you? 10 euros to enter the city park. Yeesh. Or 10, whatever this thing is. Visitors. It's weird how it's the same policies for everything. Like you shouldn't show the policies for a zoo if you're working on a city park, for example. There's absolutely no point. But whatever it is, we need to start. I'm gonna think about side gates after all. Can be an entrance over here for sure. I mean, I know the distance is too short, but come on. Cut me some slack. There it is. There'll be an entrance over there. I don't think there needs to be an entrance over here. An entrance over here would be nice. Though this once again means that one of these beautiful, beautiful buildings is going to be destroyed. They have small gaps around here. Don't think I can potentially fit a tiny entrance. Oh, there's a small chance. I'm saying there's a chance. Here. Huge gap. It keeps on getting covered by that thing. Don't... now why are you snapping like that, actually? I suppose this does not have any rules to it. Why don't you place it in the middle? Like, straight up in the middle. What do I need to do for it to be placed straight in the middle? Not jump from one to the other. I think it sticks to those... yeah. I think it sticks to the zoning grid. Which is unfortunate. You know what I'm gonna do? Can I somehow convince you? To do it like this. You're next to the road. Fantastic, great. Why were we even sort of struggling to do this? Bam. Side gate. Thank you. Weird. Is there some thing about the side gates though? It doesn't. Okay. So just theoretically, a person can enter through this gate, walk all the way through the park, and exit through the other side gate, and never pay an entrance fee. That can't be right. Music picks up again. Weird. I might even consider turning off the music at some point. Oh, so maybe it's official Mars radio. That's fantastic. Cities radio, concerts radio, deep focus. Actually, what is deep focus? You know what? Let's leave that because every single time when I'm doing the playing the City Skylines soundtrack, I suppose, it always swells up every single time I zoom in. And honestly, that's not what I want. Otherwise, I'm working on something up close and soundtrack just goes, oh, you want the loudness? I'll give you loudness. Volume. The master has requested volume. No. I haven't. You just imagined it. That is sounding very chill indeed. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plop. Oh, this little turn over here is completely killing my idea. Oh, darn. No, I wanted to build two of these next to each other. They're gonna either intersect or, yeah, this is gonna happen. Plop it anywhere, and you have this go here. There be a couple of restrooms. I would say every single exit and entrance needs something like that. And an info booth. It's right past you. Okie dokes. And then each entrance is going to receive one of them as well. So a cafe. Actually, info booth. How big is an info booth? Theoretically, like the info booth should be the first thing, right? the first thing that people see when they enter. Cafe? No, info booth, darn. Cafe. Oh, I can place it here. That's a fantastic spot. Of course, the usual problems start. Oh, give me water, give me this, give me that. You should be able to write it low. I might have to expand you like this. And also expand you right here, though. Entertainment, fantastic. Visitors, just waiting for visitors. So we have info booth, restrooms, park cafe. Same thing here with 2 plazas. So this also needs the same things. Enter and immediately, hey, how do we get here? Then I immediately tell them. And then they can peruse the cafe over here as well. And of course, there's immediately a million of little things I can add. It looks ugly. The gravel path looks absolutely ugly, honestly. Some trash. Ooh, flower beds. Like the idea of that. Bam. Oh, so different. I think it generates like different ones. That's cool. There's more. Jesus, this thing is gonna be just floating, flowing. Right. It should be nice and dandy. Oh, really, really? Ah, your poor little building. One tiny spot where there isn't water access. All right, and the rest. Now here nothing starts that point where it's really would be nice to make this place look beautiful. Do strength. I don't think I need strength. I'm more like I need like this. It's a park. You're supposed to have trees. These maybe not. Oh, pines. Pines maybe. Didn't even think we had the pines. Yeah, something like that. Nice park. Again, the proper park should have even smaller roads. Actually, does this... I don't think this has smaller roads. I think I need to make smaller roads myself. And we have like, actually a selection over here, if I'm not mistaken. Like a little gravel path. Something like this. Well, nature reserve path, maybe not, but I can figure something out. And then sort of snake some roads in between, in the middle. Because again, there's not going to be much. There's not going to be much in terms of filling up this space with buildings. I'm pretty sure we'll manage just fine. Looks nice. People are dying again, unfortunately, though. We're hitting another death wave. But the city's going to survive. It's 2047 already. It's down here in the bottom left corner. And we're doing just fine. Music is also optimistic, which helps. Oh, one important thing. So, how did we do in terms of leisure? I'm not sure what the icon for that leisure. There it is. Okay, this part of the city is now happy. Previously, pretty sure all of these folks were like, we don't get anything. But now there's a park nearby, and I think the Poshwoods were also complaining. But now this, they're doing just fine. Again, there is an unhappy bunch over here. And a unhappy bunch over there. I might just make something for you. That's certainly... Your area doesn't have anything but a road maintenance depot, recycling center, and a cemetery right next to it. So as a fact, it is... not the most entertaining place, for sure. It is looking much better. I tried to... It is still somewhat gritty, but I wanted to get away from the usual grid. And as such, these roads are now looking a little bit better. They're different angles, these little cul-de-sacs here and there. The office area is still pretty much pretty much straight lines. Although there's a little bit of curve over here that goes over here. Connects with the rest of the city again. And also so big... I think that's a cave. I think it was designated as a cave. Fortunately, the cave is pointing in the other direction. Didn't think about that. Note to self. Find this bit of soundtrack on Spotify. Because once again, it is sounding lovely. And I think we can quickly... are there any... I don't think this has any commercial, right? Nearby? No. But am I daring to place a statue of death right next to a cemetery? I am. And look at that, people are happy. A statue of death, yay! They immediately start leveling up, so so happy about... Okay, maybe those are not leveling up. We got our statue of death, hooray! Or Plaza of the Dead, anyway. Such a weird thing. We still have the Statue of Industry, which I... Actually, you know what? Who's complaining here? Lumberyards, you're complaining the most about the fact that there's no entertainment in your area. Would you like an area of... sorry, a Statue of Industry? Because you are an industry, after all. Again, there's not a spot to place it. Here could be an interesting spot. Although it's sort of then is not covering half of what I have. Can't really see. Do we have... Could be here somewhere. Not toll booths, road conditions. Oh, it could have been something that I do not have. Cul-de-sacs. Quick check. Yeah. Unfortunately not. Oh, so this is technically a cul-de-sac. Okay. So complaints. Wait a minute. What? Why are you complaining this? Okay, that was weird. Also, something is on fire again. Oh yeah, where are you going? Just like with the garbage. Okay, you're coming here. But just like with the garbage, every single zone should also have its own police, medical, and firefighters. But it doesn't feel like every single time this actually works the intended way. Okay, so this was previously a road of a different caliber. What I'm going to do is I'm going to de-upgrade it down to 1 lane. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... When you say... like, it's an interesting system of clicks, which I half of the time don't understand. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like that, and plop a statue over here. Oh, it's a huge one. It's a big one, folks. That statue is absolutely a big one. Oh, now he can be placed here. Okay. I'm assuming if I refund this, he's gonna complain. There's gonna be a little cul-de-sac for this. Those folks will be able to turn around. Oh, for heavy trucks, it's a little bit problematic to do this turn. They manage. Okay. So there's a Statue of Industry, and does it mean that these folks are not happy? I think they want a park or a plaza. That's what they want, really. Which I can also provide them. There's now a space over here to plop one of them. Once again, I can extend this one. Although... doesn't work that well. I mean, sort of it works that way. The problem is, all these parks are huge. They're gonna demolish stuff. So, this is a small park. I'm currently placing a small park, and it's humongous. All right, but people are happy. Fantastic. So there's a little bit of that at the very least. How it looks over there, it's a little bit iffy, but hey, listen. Climate research stations, just looking for interesting buildings that we can perhaps plop somewhere. There's plenty of stuff that we need to unlock if we want to do those big monuments and everything. Wait, there's a ziggurat garden. It's a garden. It says so on the tin. And there's that observation tower. Right, this needs to be placed somewhere. Ooh, you know what? will you allow me to do this game? Because if you will, this is a fantastic spot for it. So I'd say a perfect spot for it. Just in the smack dab in the middle of a roundabout. I'll take that. All right, how about the clock tower? Oh, it needed a sightseeing bus depot. I can build it, no question about that. It's over here, I think. Tours, yeah. Hot air balloon tours, sightseeing bus depot. Sightseeing bus depot automatically sends the buses to bus lines. Bus stops. Oh! Okay, so that's how it works. Gotcha. Walking tours. You know what? This is a good thing to quickly explore, but it has been 45 minutes already. I cannot believe that the time is flying so fast. I'm speechless at how fast the time is flying when I'm playing this game. It is madness. All right, so yeah, this absolutely makes sense. Sightseeing tour. It's gonna be pretty hard for me to send people down there. I can definitely get a tour for folks around here. Public library, how on earth is that a spot? So we start over here. And we go, I mean, we can go here at the park. Okay, my other park has just improved. Stop over here for sure. Stop over there. Stop over here, I'd say. And, well, we can just return. Complete line. Alright, let's see if this of any use. Oh, and this also means I can build that tower, right? Sightseeing bus depot, right? Oh, it doesn't have water, so it's not active. Jeez. Tiniest of inconveniences over here. We're opposing the actual bus depot, so it should work. All good? All good. Which means I have built, I think it's, yeah, there it is. Clock tower. Tall impressive clock tower which helps the system to stick to their schedules. Increases the speed of trains. Oh, that is intriguing. So how about we then... How big are you? I think I need to demolish something, but I love the idea of it being placed around here somewhere. Here, I think it's going to intersect with the school too much. Although, honestly, if I place it here... Dr. Bravo Wills, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have enjoyed your time here over at the Jam channel. And there's going to be more streams for sure. Oh boy, it is somewhat ugly. It is somewhat ugly. I can gently move this to the side, I suppose. I think it's not going to complain that it's not near the road. Yeah, I'll see you later. I'm going to finish pretty soon, so don't you worry, you won't miss much. Wish this hedge would go away, but I'll have to live with that. It's a good spot for that. Otherwise, I'd have to place it. Speaking of which, why? What's about this spot? Oh, nobody just lives there. Nobody lives there. Okay, so that brings us even closer to the castle of Chirpwick. What about Market? I'm not sure we're gonna place it. Okay, you need more. Ooh, 500 meters of walking tour. So, okay, all right. Walking tours. So yeah, we've been sort of given the idea of how we make walking tours. The only thing is, I doubt I can just do it like this over here, right? Oh no, there is actually one. So, I mean, so walking tour. How on earth there is a stop? Okay, there's a walking tour. I doubt it's 500 meters. Would you tell me how close I am? Doesn't need anything special, does it? A walking tour. Generally don't know. This is the first time of me doing this. I'm thinking like the buses, the tour sightseeing buses drop off people here, yeah. There's nobody. There's nobody currently using those, which is a shame. But yeah, people, the sightseeing buses should offload people here, then they immediately go on a walking tour around the park, return back and go on the bus again. Right? Clock tower is already operating. Doesn't seem like that counted as a walking tour, which is weird. Does it need anything else? It does. Oh, this is so lo-fi and chill. I'm loving it. There's nobody just yet. I mean, 3 people have used the sightseeing tour so far. And I was hoping it would be a little bit more popular, but no. Like, tourists will arrive here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Like, this is the biggest hub, so if people are traveling by train, they're coming in from this direction, when there's a space elevator, when there's the pier, the airport, for crying out loud. So all the tourists seem to be should be flocking over here, getting on this train station. As you can see, it's still, well, it's not currently full, but it's certainly busy. So I'll give it time. I'll give it time. But at least we completed one of the ideas that I needed to put a sightseeing bus depot, and then it unlocks other stuff. But if we come back here, our park is actually slightly improved. We get an option for more buildings. Right, the problem is park chessboard. First of all, a lovely idea. I love just the idea of a giant chessboard in your park. Bam, over there. Not sure how it works though. It's like entertainment value is pretty high, but does it? Let's make the other sides of the park not that exciting. Problem is this: park piers. I suppose I can go like not use them at all, because creating a lake, it was horrible. Last time it was absolutely horrible. Right now my entertainment value is already pretty high, so I think I'm just gonna say nah. It would look nice, but just the effort of making it work, no. I am losing money big time. I'm losing people. I think that's the problem. A lot of residential folks are now dying, and as such it's not nice. Abandoned buildings. Doing on headland. Getting pretty close. Yeah, for next time, I should definitely use that mod that reduces the effect of death waves, because this is rough. And with that, like, demand for everything.
Accountant. The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Are we lawyers? Are we accountants? Well, it's a complicated question, probably requiring the...
Advertisement on my defocus station, Jesus.
Is that us? Well, what do you think? Seems to me that there's a lot of you out there who might need the use of the law accounting. But that's not legal advice. That's life advice. In fact, we're legally barred from providing legal advice. The law accounting. Officially unlicensed since 2005.
Fuel of the modern economy.
Can I skip those?
The age-old
it's a radio, I suppose, so I cannot skip ads.
Drinking the bitter bean juice. At Burn Bean Coffee, our environment is perfect for all of your work needs. There's no better place to be distracted than the Burn Bean Coffee Shop and Cafe. Our coffee technicians are trained to make a variety of coffees and sugary coffee-themed drinks just as you like it, all while generally making more noise than anyone could reasonably ignore. So drink up and let the productivity flow. Sippy sip, coffee fans. Burn Bean Coffee. Get it while it's hot. Due to recent court actions, we are required to warn against drinking of hot coffee.
Jesus. Why are all the other advertisements for Okay, this is
If you're looking for that relaxed vibe, search no further.
Well, all the advertisements
I'm in
are for
deep thought.
for horrible
This
things.
is Deep Focus Channel.
How does that work? I think there's a problem again. What we need is like underbrush, yeah, stuff like this. Damn, and this roundabout immediately looks heaped better. Although if I make this on every single roundabout, this sort of looks samey. Alright, well, it has been 3 hours. Or almost 3 hours anyway. I don't think I can necessarily do anything more. Otherwise, I'm just going to be again in that loop. Ooh, one more thing. Oh, and also this. And you know what? Wouldn't it be the nice if... And so on and so forth. Ad nauseum. Until finally, it is time for me to actually go work. And I do need to rest my voice just a little bit. I need to prepare myself for the broadcast itself. So there's plenty more stuff to do. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave the city of Jamville in a little bit of a poor state. Because once again, the death wave has hit. And yeah, we'll just have to wait for it to go away. I wonder then how folks are managing to keep their cities above a certain limit. And I've seen cities like with more than 100,000 people. And maybe they just push through. And so there's like that balance sort of somehow holds. Goes up to 150,000, for example, but then dips down. I don't think I've ever broken the 80,000 people limit in a city. With high density, all that kind of jazz. Haven't been expanding the residential that much though. And this area just recently has expanded well, but yeah, right now I think there's no demand for residential because houses are constantly being freed up by all the dead people. And so people are moving in without any questions in already existing buildings. Especially knowing how many a large residential I have, which yeah can hold 26 families. So, oh, this is fully like clear. Not a single person is living there. Oof. Just one single home with everyone dead. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And immediately then this happens. The industry is out of workers. You could see like not enough workers. And then they are forced to close down and this whole area just empties out. And then the traffic over here eases up, which is nice, but that's not how I want it. Alright, so let's once again say goodbye to, oh boy, to the pileup of ferries. To the Heatherland, not to be confused with Heathenland. Not to be confused with Legoland or Disneyland. Say goodbye to the space elevators, to our little sons and hills, to this little train over here. To the zoo that just keeps on blossoming. Which I'm pretty sure I'm earning like... Actually, I'm not earning that much from it. Now, that's fine. Say goodbye to new buildings everywhere. Say goodbye to this new Holly Meadows Park. Say goodbye to the map as a whole. And this is going to continue next week. Next week, more of the long jams. Maybe not morning jams, most likely evening jams. But we're going to play more of City Skylines for sure. Because the spice must flow, the Jamville must grow. And we just again, more chill stuff is always welcome. Especially with this music now. This is going to be my soundtrack from this point on for this. But for now, I'm almost regretting. I'm almost regretting currently shutting this down, putting up some other music in the background. But alas, we'll have to do is that. Thanks very much for stopping by. I do know that these stream times are not that easy for everyone, but I'm thankful that you're so many folks today managed to come out and just cheer on. So, thank you again to Dr. Bob. Thanks again for big celebration on Yahoo for Yasmin on her 3-year anniversary. Subscribe to this channel. And of course, for her generous gifts for Dr. Bud and MCM2. They're now subscribers to this channel, which does give you quite fun benefits. But for now, have a good Monday. Love each other. Be safe. Wear masks. And just be awesome. And I'll see you on Wednesday, most likely, again in the morning for more morning jams. We're going to be playing Minecraft on Iris Vanilla Quest server. For now, goodbye, good night. Oh, good night. It is midday jam. What are you on about? I don't know what I'm on about. Long goodbyes, as always. Goodbye.